Welcome, my Capricorn Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this full moon in Taurus to new moon in Sagittarius, November 2022. I am your reader, fellow Earth sign Virgo that I am, Mark Angelo. Lyons, Mal for short, they're just my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 24 and almost a half years at the time of this recording. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It's available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box, and you can preview it for free if you like and see some of what how I've survived this long in the magical, miracle, mystical career that I have had over the decades. My goodness gracious. I'm also a creator on Patreon. Best career move I ever made. Oh, total tea there. Pink shade and lemonade. I stream there every morning to my subscribers on my members only Patreon platform. I live stream there every morning with an unlisted YouTube link so they can chat with me. We talk about the day's astrological weather, some magical applications, some spiritual implications, always ending with a little prayer, blessing, meditation thing. Send us off on our day. They also get all the extended readings, all the part ones on YouTube. You can get them Vimeo on demand, pay-per-view, but all of my subscribers, all levels, get the extendeds. They also get access to a lot of exclusive content, including the Zoom recorded classes, workshops, hangouts. We've even done a tarot party or two along the way over the past year. It'll be a year on the 18th of November, adding 2 new levels of subscription at that time. So I love it over there, and if you are a creative type, certainly look into it for yourself. But if you want the deeper experience of more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. Because really, I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. You can call me Mal. Hi. You know I love my Capricorns. If you're new to the channel, though, I love Capricorns. I'm a Virgo, 4 planets, second house, yeah. So, but if you are new, got to do this for the new people. 8-card draws, just 1 card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, in this case, a waning moon, which we'll talk about, to say that even if you are a cross-watcher, you apply this reading to yourself, you will be helping doing the shadow work, not just for yourself and not just for the one you are cross-watching for, but the entire Capricorn Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, because that's how unity works. Boom. Talk about 10th house, highest potential, right? The alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace over a 2-week waning moon period. Let's look at that 2-week waning moon period. It's a doozy. It quite is. The full moon. I didn't even realize this when I was doing the 5-card draws, which I do from new to full. This is the full to new, the one where, right? Yeah, full to new, right? Making sure it's on the clipboard. I'm good. I'm a Virgo. But full moon in Taurus on Tuesday, November 8th, which is election day here in the United States. Great. And it's total eclipse. Jinkies. 6:02 a.m. Yeah, I'll be doing my full moon magic from 11:30 p.m. on what day is that? Yeah, so Monday night 11:30 to 12:30 on Tuesday. You know, I will be in circle for that one. And then literally the next day, there's a T-square in the sky on the 9th. Look it up. Not going there right now, just so you know. But on the bright side, as we're doing this waning moon, letting go, releasing the alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold. Lead has 3 more atoms and gold on the periodic table, symbolically releasing those 3 atoms to the new moon in Sagittarius on a Wednesday, which is great. It really is, because you've got mutable fire, Sagittarius, 9th house, expansion, spirituality, wonderful. On the day of Wednesday, the day of Mercury, which is sort of like Gemini, mutable air. So it can be a very, very powerful day. And Jupiter is going direct on the same day in Pisces. So it's an interesting, you really want to take these 2 weeks or whenever you're watching this to kind of clear the path, right? Do the shadow work, do the alchemy, shift yourself, cross-watchers, etc., and this whole world to a more golden, healthy timeline. Yeah? There's apparently an infinite amount of them, and we don't get to choose the options. We get to choose which options we want to deal with. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace out of these 8 decks of cards in my Pantheons of the Divine. I just did like a good half hour of Wim Hof breath and Ho'oponopono, which I'm calling the Wim Ho method for the moment. Grounded, centered, said the prayer, did the work. Enough explanation. Let's do divination. Please take a nice deep breath. Watch the energy field change. Still point. By the way, I have ocean sounds playing in the background. I can drown out anything that might be happening in the neighborhood. In the neighborhood. In the neighborhood. As using the Caroline Mace archetype deck, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine. Let's try and keep it light until it's not. For the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, the dominant 8th chakra archetype hovering over their heads, shifting the electromagnetic fields of all the chakras beneath them, which we'll have a look at, what they attract, what they repel, so that they have the option to delay or not to delay the shadow work, transforming this archetype for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Somebody they're dealing with it in their lives. What do you got for us, Pantheons of the Divine, for the Capricorn Collective and Cross Watcher this full to new November 2022? The athlete. I like the athlete archetype. It is an action family archetype. And, you know, if you can pull it out of sports for a little bit, it's a little on the nose, right? A lot of people say, I'm not an athlete, and pass by the reading. Oh, no. The athlete it's a creative family archetype. Sorry, it's not action, it's creative. And you'll see why. Now we got to look at the shadow attribute and the light attribute. The shadow indicates the toxin, right? The lead. You don't want lead in your bloodstream, right? You want to alchemize that from lead to gold, releasing those 3 elements to reach for the light attribute, healing it not just in your own electromagnetic field, but the world, ultimately. The shadow of the athlete, misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. I mean, look, I'm trained as a dancer. That's athletic. It just is, right? You don't necessarily think of that as a sport because it's not necessarily, but it is creative, right? It's creative family archetype. So that thing of invulnerability, sure. Entitlement, oh please. Bunheads, you kidding me? Ballerinas, etc. Excuse me. So the light you're shooting for here, again, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who has this, but still that means you're involved in the archetype. Dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. Do you see that development that comes? And that comes from doing the shadow work, which is a releasing process that allows for creativity. Then again, you have free will to use that creative power destructively or not. And let's look at the next 4 chakras now with the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. Feminist deck, because it's feminine energy, yin, right? The internal world, the world behind your eyes. Nobody knows what's going on in your heart, third eye, and crown unless you tell them. Or you're broadcasting and not realizing it, which, you know, empaths pick up on like that. This is where, essentially, the shadow work begins, because throat chakra, you choose to do it or not. And you can delay what can't be prevented, but I'd just rather not have to keep coming back over and over and over again. Yeah, reincarnational burnout, maybe a bit. Let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I called upon my goddesses of Earth, the sign of Capricorn, powers of the North, please, my goddesses of Cardinal Earth, 1 card in clarity for the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading to help them do the shadow work. What do they need to be aware of? Where the shadow work begins voluntarily for the Caps and the cross watchers. this full to new November 2022. Excellent. 9 of Cups, Kuan Yin. You've got the emotional balance within yourself. It's not the 10, but there is compassion within. There is self-love within. Emotionally, you're good. Emotionally, you're good, right? It is self-love taken to the extreme. Take it to its highest potential. And then, of course, you hit the 10, and that's usually shared, right? You usually share the 10 of Cups. I would say definitely this is heart chakra, element of water, emotional power. So something there, and I mean, the heart, third eye crown is the creative intuition. The lower 3 chakras is survival intuition. 8th chakra is visionary intuition. So, you know, this could be very emotionally creative time for you, even during a waning moon, right? Where shadow work tends to be so very emotional. This is probably a real going with the flow, loving yourself as it comes, whatever arises, love that. Matt Kahn, his mantra card will hit the table at some point, right? But Kuan Yin, the Chinese goddess, bodhisattva, whatever, you know, different stories, different titles, of compassion and contentment and love, right? Love me some Kuan Yin. Got the Kuan Yin Oracle on the table. Well, not in this reading, but in the extended, she usually pops in. So I like that. I like that a lot. It feels lovely, heartwarming. Let's look at the lower 3 chakras with the Mythic Tarot. Lower 3 chakras, the masculine energy. Stepping out, looking at yourself horizontally. Maybe you from the inside looking out at a person, place, or thing, because lower 3 chakras are relationships in the physical world. Root chakras, tribes, groups, circles of friends. 3 or more, you're involved. It's a tribe. From the macro to the micro. Even your zodiac sign, that's a tribe, right? Sun, your rising, blah, blah, blah. Second chakra, relationship to another person or thing, like an umbilical cord, navel to navel, if you will. Money, sex, power, all of that. Solar plexus, your relationship to yourself in the world, your self-image, your self-esteem as a verb. Think about that. Self-esteem as a verb. It's something you do. It's not something you have, right? As well as your boundaries, ruled by Saturn, Capricorns. You got the planet with the rings around it, so you're pretty known for your boundaries, what you will, what you won't, what you do, what you don't, your ethics, your honor code, all that jazz. Please take a nice deep breath. Gotta explain it for the new ones every single time because it's important, I feel. Don't you? Still point. As I call upon my gods of earth, the sign of Capricorn, powers of the north, please, one card in clarity, inside out, outside in, lower 3 chakra dynamic for the Capricorn collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. What do they need to be aware of? Lower 3 chakra dynamic to help them alchemize this athlete in the 8th with Kuan Yin on the inner 9 of Cups. This full to new, that one, November 2022. You got the Lover's card. All right, major life-changing decision, bottom line. Whether this is romantic or not at this point, we'll see. It's a general read. But this is the Judgment of Paris in Greek mythology. Oh, it's bad wedding reception. Great wedding, bad wedding reception. Somebody hucked an apple into the wedding, saying to the most beautiful goddess, it was Eris, goddess of discord, who didn't get invited to the wedding, because who invites discord to a wedding? Unless it's a Discord server. Stupid. Yeah, so 3 goddesses jump for it. Aphrodite, Athena, and Hera. Who's gonna decide who gets that apple? Not me. No, they get Paris. Not the city, the hero. Fairest man on earth. Each one offers him different things secretly on the side, and he ends up giving it to Aphrodite, who promises him the most beautiful woman in the world as his wife. And it's Helen of Troy, and she's already married, hence the Trojan War. How something as simple as a piece of fruit can change your day. Especially for Odysseus, he had quite a trek home. Look, this is part of the hero's journey. There is a life-changing decision on the table here. Could be a win. Well, if it's a major arcana card in a reading like this for chakras, it's all 3 at once. It's going to take all of your lower chakra intuitions. Your survival intuition, your second chakra will tell you in the moment, yes or no. It'll go, right? Learn those languages, because emotionally you might very well be able to love whatever it is that you're feeling and make the most, here we go, loving Aphrodite, wise Athena, powerful Hera decisions. Don't choke on the apple, baby. Baby. Let's get you one of them there MatCon healing mantra decks. Because if you know what the chakra stuff is, then the mantra, you know, you can focus on it step by step, like walking up a mountain, right? Mountain goats. To bring this together and to help with the alchemy. Please take a nice deep breath. Alright, here we go, still point. Call upon the ascended masters of creation and creativity. Creative family archetype here, but this decision is really based on alignment. Like, really, there's got to be some emotional honesty going on there, how they really feel, how they want to create this, and the limits that they are transcending, handicaps symbolically, literally, or otherwise. Financial handicaps even sometimes play into that. So what is the perfect healing mantra to help the Capricorn Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus Signs, and Cross Watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, help them to alchemize? Athlete in the 8th, Kuan Yin on the outer, Kuan Yin on the inner, Lovers on the outer, this full to new November 2022. Activating the third eye. I am willing, throat chakra, to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions, right? With this, you already got the heart open. Now it's a third eye job, right? It's like you got the Aphrodite. Now it's about choosing Hera to get Athena on board, being willing. No one else can do that but you. That's what free will means, right? You do not get to choose what the options are. We're not in control of that. That's in the video game, baby. That's programmed in already. If our higher selves did it great, then we did it on that level, not on this level. We have the free will to spit, swallow, or chew as we go along, throat chakra, on what we want to do as we take the hero's journey. So I'm going to read you from the bookie book, MatCon's healing mantra deck. So wonderful. One of my favorite healing tools, and a lot of my clients have gotten it as a result of private reads. Activating the third eye. I am willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. We draw false conclusions, believe me. Agatha Christie, MC Beaton, like Sherlock Holmes, you know, the clues you find along the way, and sometimes a cigarette butt is just a cigarette butt, right? Sometimes a fingerprint is just a fingerprint. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. I'm willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions, Lord Fandadanda. As your third eye opens, you're able to notice how each moment is a catalyst for your ever-expanding soul. And that's true. And 10th house is highest potential. That's the gig. Embody the soul, right? So everything is a catalyst for your ever-expanding soul. Through your third eye, you will be able to more clearly see the lessons each moment offers. And who doesn't love that more than a Capricorn? Well, maybe a Virgo. Allowing every encounter to help you become an even more radiant expression of your highest potential, which is 10th house dynamic. That's insane. Nah, it's not insane. It's just my skill is I have cool hair, I'm fun, I know what I'm talking about, and the divine puts the right cards in my hand. Work. This mantra is ideal for dissolving personal judgments, developing more patience, which is a Capricorn thing, you know, I'm pretty patient, and tempering inner conflict. And I'm not getting inner conflict here, but I am getting perhaps a life-changing decision, and boy, can earth signs draw conclusions. No. It's doomed. It'll never work. I've dated Capricorns, and I love you for it. Your eternal Eeyore brings out my eternal Tigger. Particularly if we're lovers for some reason. Yeah, it's a challenge. I like it. I'm not going to climb a literal mountain anyway. River deep, mountain high. Let's move on. Let's ask your higher self. The higher selves of all involved may very well be people here, although this is very much about personal power of this athlete. We're going to use the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angelo. We'll also be using the Whispers of Lord Ganesh from her looking at how to remove those 3 atoms that prevent gold by being led. Does that make sense? Yeah. The releasing part of it, the removing of the obstacles. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love? Piece of information, inspiration, insight needed by the Capricorn Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video so they can alchemize the athlete in the 8th, Kuan Yin, 9 of Cups on the inner, Lovers on the outer, activating the 3rd eye, being willing to see beyond their beliefs, ideas, and conditions. BIC, Bic like the pen or the lighter is how I remember that. So what is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power for the Caps and their cross watchers this full to new November 2022? Act as if your partner is here. I try and steer away from immediately branding something as romantic, and partner can certainly mean more than romantic partner. It could be creative partner, business partner. You know, it's an archetype, the companion archetype, right? Can be anything. But according to your higher self, whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. Now, considering them is a mental process. Yes, or the emotions involved. That is called self-reflection. It's a good thing. Empaths do it. Narcissists don't. Just saying, making a point. Because I am a Sigma empath, apparently. I just learned that 1 week ago or so. So, of course, consideration, being willing to see beyond your beliefs, ideas, and conclusions in terms of a life-changing decision. I mean, act as if your partner is here. That's going to mean something to somebody in business, with business partners. You know, partners within the family. You know, sometimes family members partner up to get stuff done, you know, in the family, however that works out. But this could absolutely be a romantic thing as well. And we still have 3 more cards to hit the table. I don't know if they'll address it directly, but certainly that throws a variable on the table in a general read, which is why if you want to book me for a read, we'll talk about it at the end once this aspect of it is done. But you know what? Everybody's got spirit animals and totems. I know it's not a very good segue, is it? The Divine Animals Oracle is very, very good. Brilliant book. The artwork is astounding. If I ever felt like getting another tattoo, I'd probably be inspired by this deck. But honestly, I'm a top and I get penetrated under protest. I have 1 grapevine pentacle on my shoulder, and that's enough for now. But spirit animals and totems, everybody's got them. They're always with you, and particularly in terms of shadow work, to call upon the spirits, spirit animals and totems, not exactly the same thing, but to call upon the divine animal kingdom, keeping in mind that human is part of the animal kingdom. We're not vegetable or mineral. Then there is a vested interest, because the more shadow work we do, it's going to help the animals, spirit and incarnated. You feeling me? Please take a nice deep breath, said the Virgo. And I love this one. Still point. The timing of that ocean wave every time. As I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Capricorn Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, please, beloved ones, who walks with them, who swims with them, who crawls with them, who flies with them, offering them the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, the power, the protection, the support, and the oracle message they need to alchemize the athlete in the 8th. Kuan Yin, 9 of Cups on the inner. The Lovers on the outer, activating the 3rd eye should they choose to be, so willing to see beyond their beliefs, ideas, and conclusions, and acting as if their partner is here. Full to new November 2022. Did you just get the butterfly? So non-Capricorn, but it is the soul. The key word is the soul, because the word psyche in Greek she ended up being goddess married to Eros, is the word for the soul. Also means butterfly, and it's the root of the word psychology and psychometry and on and on and on. This kind of says that you're going through a transformation. I'm going to read it from the bookie book. But this is life-changing, is the thing that I'm getting here. And you're going to have to, as an athletic archetypal personality, choose between the fear of the ego, the lead, and the gold of the soul to make it through this transformation necessary. Butterfly. Butterfly, spiral high, higher, higher in the sky. Card number 28. Oh, allow me. The soul. Now, in this deck, by the way, the mythic tarot, the whole suit of cups is the myth of Eros and Psyche, which is referenced in this book, but we're not going to go into because it's a chunk. It's a chunk of information. There's a lot of information in this bookie book, so I'm just going to read you the first part, the verbal description, and the magical application. Please take a nice deep breath. The soul. Card number 28, Butterfly, the soul. To experience our full selves, we often go through a difficult period of transformation and growth. Yeah. Trust what you feel. Heart chakra, Kuan Yin, 9 of Cups on the inner, I'd go with that. We all have stages to pass through in life, and not all are easy. Look ahead to where you wish to be, not where you have been. Self-trust and the trust of your partner are necessary for a positive relationship. So there, that even brings in again partner. Act as if your partner is here. I'm calling that out as a double whammy. Let's see what the butterfly magic is about. Butterflies are an ancient species of insect with fossil records dating back in excess to 56 million years. The monarch shell, whatever. Dr. Evil Ex-Girlfriend. They are found everywhere but Antarctica, because it's just cold, and come in a huge variety of sizes, colors, and shapes. Although the four wings are typical, many butterflies are migratory. And it is now understood that they use a navigatory system based on polarized light from the sun. Oh, I'm reading the animal, not the magic, but that was really cool. Here's the magic. I'm like, that seems awfully scientific for a magical application, but maybe I had to read it. Butterfly magic is the key to growth and transformation of the soul. Going through trauma or difficulty helps reveal our true self and to grow into the full magnificence of the soul itself. Ease doesn't always mean growth, and simple need not imply easy. Love yourself. 2 words. Yeah, it's a journey. When you need help moving from one life stage to another, then butterfly magic can be useful. Although patience is often needed to embody change fully. Well, you're Capricorns. You're good at that usually. When you require a dose of beauty, hope, and lightness of spirit, and a reminder to live your life to the full, then butterfly energy can be just the thing. Because butterflies are free. God. Oh, God. Misspent youth of theater training. Look, this is a soul thing. This is soul partner is the gig I'm getting on it. And this could very well be a life-changing decision in terms of really being empowered about it, about being loving, wise, and empowered in this decision to perhaps add another cup to your 9 on the inside by extending it to another. Or they extend it to you. But let us not forget the gold of this, right? Dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit, while the soul is going through a life-changing transformation on a hero's journey in a human body. But, you know, you do you. Okay. 2 more cards left. Can you imagine? Whispers of Lord Ganesh to help with the alchemy here. I love Lord Ganesh. Angelo Hartfield, Whispers of Lord Ganesha. She puts the A on the end, which is cool. Valid. But the elephant-headed Hindu god of success and prosperity, but mostly known for some reason in yoga studios across the world as the remover of obstacles. Please take a nice deep breath. Pretty good for a shadow raid, right? Still point. Right on time, wave. As I call to the beloved Lord Ganesh, Hindu, elephant-headed god of success and prosperity and really joy and lovely and tender and gentle but powerful remover of obstacles. Please, 1 card in clarity for the Capricorn Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. Slow and steady wins the race for the Capricorn. So what do you got for them? Your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message. Help them alchemize the athlete. In the 8th, Kuan Yin on the inner, lovers on the outer, activating the 3rd eye, acting as if their partner is here with the soul. Butterfly. This full to new November 2022. Fulfillment. This one's about study, believe it or not. I know, but fulfillment. Fulfillment. Reading a scroll. Card number 6. Yeah, I remember this one. Very earth signy though. Well, at least for Virgos. Card number 6, fulfillment. No matter what you want to do or become, you will achieve more with knowledge. Activating the 3rd eye. Seeing beyond your beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. Oh, see it from the point of view of the soul, maybe. This image of Ganesha reading the scroll is a symbol of the importance of education and the pursuit of knowledge. This might mean there is a period of increased study and learning at hand. You may find you want to inquire about a field of study that has been widely explored and choose to go to an experienced teacher to learn more. Look for someone to consult for more information. This may be a counselor, an author, a psychotherapist, or some spiritual advisor, like Angelo, Lyons, for short, maybe. Patreon. You will discover new skills from this helpful teacher, as they have the wisdom to provide excellent guidance and advice. Well, if we do say so ourselves. Keep in mind, there's also a wealth of information at your fingertips and books. Everything you read fills your head with new information, and you never know when it might have a practical use. Words of grace from a professional. Preview it. Blah, blah. The more knowledge you have, the better equipped you are to tackle any challenge that lies before you. Additionally, knowledge can never be taken from you. No matter what you're longing to do or become, you will benefit from gaining more knowledge. Approach this time with great curiosity and an open mind. And look, if you're new to shadow work, there's a video in the description box, a movie called The Shadow Effect featuring Debbie Ford. It's a good place to jump off so that you get. It's not like I came up with shadow work today. No, shamans used to make you dig your own grave. You had to sleep in it for 3 days. It's called a vision quest. Same thing, embracing the shadow. Dante's Inferno. Orpheus, really bad at taking direction because he really wanted to direct. I mean, he's a bard. What do you want? Okay, so look, there is fulfillment on the table here, but these atoms are released. The shadow work is done by you, fulfilling through knowledge, which is great, and acting if your partner is there. I wonder. Knowledge comes in many forms, though. So, our last card down, The Blessed Bee by Lucy Cavendish, to indicate that gold hidden within the lead, right? The hidden blessing. And we do these for real. Like, I, ask the pantheons, even though it's a Celtic deck, I consecrated it to the pantheons, all traditions, lineages, and cultures. TLC, that's how I remember that. To give a little light at the end of the tunnel, if you just do your best. Look, everybody has their own highly individualized curriculum of spiritual awakening, according to the Course in Miracles, and it's trustworthy. Foundation for Inner Peace version, though, please. Reading the Course in Miracles, that might shift this for you big time, right? Just as an example with that card of fulfillment, but regardless, let's see what that hidden blessing is here. The gold within the lead, because I love you. Please take a nice deep breath. I really do. Old goats, I love you. Says, I call to a delegation of the pantheons, from all pantheons, all traditions, lineages, and cultures, please, what is the hidden blessing, beloved ones? For our beloved Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Lions, and Cross Watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, what is the gold hidden within the lead? The blessing hidden within this experience, that bit by bit, step by step, breath by breath, achieving their highest potential, so that they can focus on something, right? To say there is a blessing in this. There's always a blessing, but it is often hidden, so that they can alchemize this athlete in the 8th, Kuan Yin on the inner, lovers on the outer, activating the 3rd eye, acting as if their partner is there, with the butterfly magic of the soul, and fulfillment. And fulfillment through gaining knowledge that can never be taken from them. Please, beloved pantheons of all pantheons, what is the hidden blessing for them? This full to new, November 2022. A blessing on your creativity, and you got to create a family archetype. I don't know what you're creating here, but it's life-changing. And your heart's into it, for sure. That's why this could totally be a solo venture. Right, not a team sport, necessarily. Creativity as well. Well, look, I'm a mystical artist who lives with 3 black cats and works from home, right? So a blessing on your creativity. Look, she's got a tame crane. My dame has a lame tame crane. Magic card, anybody? No. Carol and Paula were my first coven. Card number 19. 19. So yeah, I do the blessing for real, but at the end of reading the Bookie Book prayer, opened right to it, I then have to release you all. Like, once I say blessed be, that's the end of the reading, but I gotta release the Capricorn collective, and I usually do that at the end by being goofy, unless this is a womp womp card, and it's not. So if you want to hang around for the end, I'll even tell you how to book a reading with me if you like. Please take a nice deep breath. That's the end of the goofy. For now, it'll come back. Still point. Pantheons of all pantheons, please transmit this blessing. Here we go. Card number 19, a blessing on your creativity. Cardinal Earth, creative Earth that you are. A blessing to stoke the fires of your creative soul. Butterfly. To bring to birth the dreams that lie in wait within you. A blessing to charge up your gifts so they can be seen and shine within the world. Creativity is a blessing given to us all. Yours is as natural to you as your breathing. It is said that some are more creative than others, but for you, this gift is lying in wait now. And it is for you to bring it to your dedication. Oh, to bring to it your dedication and attention so it can arise from its sleep and awaken into the world. This sounds like a waning moon read, and that you're, kind of clearing things up here. You have creative gifts. The gift of thinking in a new way. Oh, activating your 3rd eye, seeing beyond your beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. Seeing things differently, telling a story through clay or wood or gems or word or or paint or hair. I see you. And in the telling of the story, holding a mirror up to our existence, particularly in the back, because you want to make sure you got the back cut right, mirror up to our existence, saying, see, this is the truth of who we are. Creativity is the act of making something and letting it have life, give it life. To be a creator is to connect strongly with the divine, for you bring forth into the world what was unseen until you imagined it. It is both the harnessing of your imagination and your dedication. And with these two steeds, you pull the dream from the unreal world into the natural world, and you delight us with the blessings that is your gift. So, if you are reading this, hearing this, and you have faltered on your creative journey, know that this blessing will help you set aside the chorus of doubt that sings within us all to quiet the naysaying voice that dims your gift, and in the silence of inspiration you shall again begin to flow. So, capture the fleeting gift when it comes And know that when you do this, the world is made more beautiful. Be creative. Live creatively. Shake off inertia and habit. And make of your whole life an art. Make of your life a rare entertainment. It needn't take anything drastic. You needn't be gorgeous or wealthy or smart. Just very enthusiastic. The Saga of Baby Divine by Bette Midler. Certain things you remember and certain things you forget. No age, no job, no relationship defines you. But it is the way in which you choose to live as art that will show us who you truly are. So, wild soul. A blessing on your creativity. May you show us your gifts. Blessed be. For the well-being of all. And with harm to none. As we will it. So let it be done. So let it be. Woof. Woo, if you're out there, dude. Just saying, what a cool read. I loved this reading. Did you love this reading? Hit the thumbs up. Help the other Capricorns find it. And whoever that last little bit was for, God, help them find it for my sake. And certainly, if you want more of me here on YouTube, since apparently I'm not stopping, the Divine won't let me, feel free to subscribe. Then hit the notification bell. Like these readings I'm scheduling in advance because there's Samhain and there's a lot going on. So these are getting scheduled and put out there, so you will be notified. But if you want the deeper experience, the magic, the miracles, the mysticism, and now come Patreon on Patreon. At least click the link and see what I'm offering over there. There are new levels coming. Seeker and Mystic are coming. So, you know, that'll be around the 18th of November. 1 year on Patreon. I love it so much. And if you want to book me for a private reading, as I mentioned, it is easy enough to do. You know why? There's a video in the description box as well. There are a lot of them down there called Booking a Reading with Mal. Explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Mal, but were perhaps afraid to ask. You know, Caps can be shy. Otherwise, wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed. My beloved 10th Housers, highest potentials, my sea goats, I love you without condition. Hang in there and reach out as you need it. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.